Hi, cuties. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. So, this is a live review recap because I've done all the other soaps this week. I did Days of Our Lives on Monday. I did The Bold and the Beautiful, as well as The Young and the Restless earlier today. So now this is for Hospital for today's episode. So if you do catch this on the replay, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And all right, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Hi, Kiki. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So we start off by seeing Phyllis and Nina. And so Phyllis is back in town. Nina is, of course, happy to see her. The okay, so Nina sits down and she talks to Phyllis about, she shows her pictures of Amelia and she's, explaining how Willow's her daughter and how, Willow really doesn't want anything to do with her. But Phyllis said, but you said, take it one day at a time, be patient, and everything is going to work out. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for joining. And everything is going to work out, right? And so she's like, yes. So then Nina proceeds to tell Phyllis about her relationship with Sunny and how, she loves it. Everything is going great. She loves Sunny. She loves their connection. However, she is upset because she's not upset. Well, I guess emotionally she's upset because he's beefed up security. So she knows something is going on. Now, Nina is realizing that she fell in love with Mike. And Mike wasn't in this lifestyle. So everything that she loved about Mike was just he wasn't Sunny. But then, she got to know Sunny and she realized, I could be in love with him too. So she's in love with Sunny. But Nina thought she could kind of stay away from Sunny's lifestyle. She wasn't going to be a part of that. Hi, Jane. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Queen of the South. Thank you as well for joining tonight. So we're just doing a review of today's episode. So now Nina is just like, okay, well, I want to be with Sunny, but I don't know about this lifestyle. And I said, oh, okay, girl. How many times are we gonna? Because y'all know I love me some Nina. But how many times are we gonna have this conversation where you want to be with Sonny, but I don't know about his lifestyle. I don't know about how I feel about this. I don't know. I'm like, either you want to be with this man or you don't. But the going back and forth between your emotions and your feelings don't make any sense. It's time for Nina to move on. She only wanted Sonny to hurt Carly. Yeah, but so the emotions that she feels towards Sonny, I think Nina truly does care about him. However, I think she wants a man that he's not. Like, she wants a lifestyle for him. She wants Mike. She wants that lifestyle and it not to be dangerous and not to be, he has to beef up security. Because even with her saying, I don't want to know what you're about your business, you don't have to tell me. And then she's like, oh, but I do want to know, like, you need to decide which way you want to go with this. Do you want to be with him or do you not? Because jumping back and forth, it's just an emotional toll. And I feel like I don't want Sonny with Carly. I think that relationship was just as toxic. He's not Mike. Exactly. I think that relationship is just as toxic as it wanted to be. So I don't want Sonny with Carly. All they did was hurt each other. They just cheated on each other and everything, and then they found their way back to each other. But I think Carly was more understanding and she could see security around and not, not go into panic mode. I like Nina and Sunny, but she needs to really think about, can she deal with all of him? Exactly, Kiki. I like those two together as well, but does she really want to be in this lifestyle? Because if she can't deal with everything that comes with being with Sunny, then this isn't for her. Her face almost fell out when she saw Carly there. I know we're gonna get to that, Sandy. I don't want Carly and Sonny either. I don't either, but a lot of people are just, especially when they first broke up. I honestly thought they were gonna be back together by now. I honestly thought Carly and Sonny would be back together by now. So I was surprised. But then you started seeing where both of them are saying we kind of like the direction we're going, where we're not together and we're kind of exploring working with different people on the soap, and everything. Even though I do not like Carly with Drew. That I don't. For me, they're very very boring. Hi, Nakisha. Thank you so much for joining. If Nina is truly worried about her daughter and granddaughter, she should remember that they are already in danger being around Michael. He's still Sonny's son, even though extreme. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. Hi, thank you so much for joining, Kanisha. All right. So that's just it. She just tells Phyllis that she's afraid, about this, and Phyllis just tells her, she gives her real talk. Like, either you're gonna be with him, this man, with knowing everything that he comes with, or you're gonna have to decide to let him go. But you need to sit down and decide if you want to be with him or not. Lucy said, I just can't stand Nina. I know there's people that don't like Nina. I get it, but I'm one of those few people. Well, actually, it's quite a few of us on this channel that does like Nina. But even if I like a character, I can still be objective. And so Nina needs to decide which way do you want to go. So then we have Carly going over here to Sonny. So when she goes over to Sonny, she had Donna with her, who is so cute. That's a cute little girl. She has Donna with her, and she notices, like, she speaks to Frank, but she was like, who's this extra bodyguard? So she goes inside, and Sonny, of course, is talking to Donna, and then Dex comes out. And so she's looking at Dex like, why is he here? And Donna was like, who are you? And so he tells her he works for Sonny, or Sonny tells Donna, Dex works for him. And then Dex did something with his shoulder. I said, Dex, walk it off. That's just a little scrape. You'll be okay. But he has to let people know he's in a little pain or whatever. So Carly notices this, and I'm sorry, Carly notices this, and he's like, Mrs. Spencer, and she was like, mm-hmm. And so he ends up leaving and everything. And once, let's see, I don't want Sonny with Carly either. I know I don't want those two together. I don't know who I would want Sonny with, but I don't know. I don't mind him with being with Nina though. If she can get over his lifestyle, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind those two being together. But so Carly is just looking at Sonny, and she's like, how bad is it? Like, what's going on? And so he tells her, don't worry about it. I got it under control. But you didn't get my message about Donna. And she was like, no, I didn't get your message. What was the message? And it's pretty much that he doesn't want Donna staying there as of right now because of everything that's going down with Dex. I like Sonny to ride off into the sunset with with Brenda. I don't know if they could ever, he has such a, I didn't like Sonny with Brenda. I'm just gonna say I didn't like Sonny with Brenda. The only person I really liked him with was Lily, just because she was already in the lifestyle because of her dad, so she understood it more. But Sonny and Brenda to me were just as bad as like not as bad, but they were up there like Carly and Sonny for me. King Cash says, Lila walk it off is crazy. Well, I'm just saying, he acting like this is not as bad as it was the last time, and he's just acting like his arm is about to fall off. But he keeps saying, oh, it was just a little graze. Well, then stop acting like it's gonna fall off every time someone comes around. You just have to let them know you got shot. But anyway, so he is so Sonny is talking to Carly, and he's just telling her, don't worry about this. And she's like, well, because he tells her, you're not a part of this. I just want you and the girls to be safe. I'm gonna take care of this. And she was like, you can't guarantee this, Sonny. You can't guarantee that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Sandy says, never liked Brenda. So I wasn't that crazy about that character either, especially like who's Ricky Martin's character on here? I can't remember, but I didn't like that whole thing with all of them. I didn't like it. Hello, Nikki. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Freddie. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. So he's just telling her, like, listen, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna find out what's going on, and it's all gonna be good. Who shot at Sonny, y'all? Because y'all know I was MIA for a minute, and I was trying to catch up, and I've watched a few episodes, but I'm not 100% caught up because I was seeing yeah, that's right. Dex stay getting shot. He about to become a rapper. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Now, yes. I never did like that whole storyline or whatever. But who shot? Here comes Hurricane Nino. Who shot at Sonny, y'all? Because I was reading a spoiler, and they were saying that Sonny set this all up, and this is how Dex is going to start liking Sonny. And then some people are saying, oh, it was Dex, he did it to get the attention of Sonny, just wanting Sonny to completely trust him. So I don't know, y'all tell me what you think. But oh, I'm sorry, y'all, as always, if you want to come on the mic and share your thoughts, here is the link. I dropped this link in my Days of Our Lives video, and I had to block somebody, so don't be weird. Please don't be weird if you come on the mic. But you guys are really great at just getting to go, like just talking about the soaps. But yeah, so he's just like, listen, Carly, everything's going to be fine. I'm going to take care of it. And then, she's worried, of course, because she's been in this lifestyle for so long. And she's like, figure out who the threat is, but you can't guarantee it. But he tells her everything's going to be cool. Oops. So then we see, sorry, y'all. So then we see, so as Sonny is talking, hey, David, thank you for joining. As Sonny is talking to Carly, Nina comes in, right? And it's nothing between Sonny and Carly. I truly don't think they want each other like that anymore. It's just like, I just don't see it anymore. Like the attraction doesn't seem to be there. They're both with other people. Carly's happy in her relationship. Nina, not Nina, but Sonny's happy with Nina. So I just don't see them wanting each other. But Nina comes in and she's just like, really? And I'm like, yeah, girl, they have a child together, so they do have to share custody and everything. I've been a GH fan for years, and I'm not liking the storylines right now. Okay, well, I mean, some people are like that. Some people are like that. Y'all, I put Mila in her room, and I gave her snacks and everything, and I closed the door. I didn't lock her in, but I closed the door so that I could do this live in peace. And now here she is. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm just letting y'all know she's here. Nina and Sonny are about to. Yep, Nina and Sonny are about to. And you think so? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. It looks like, I don't know. I would like to. If they end, please don't put them back with Carly. That's all I have to say. Don't put them back with Carly. All right. So moving forward. Okay, so then we see Dex goes over here and he starts talking to Jocelyn, right? But so he goes to his apartment because he hasn't been there. And he hears something in his apartment, and he's pulling out his gun and everything, but it's Jocelyn. And he was like, girl, I thought you were an intruder. And she was like, oh, I don't know if I should text you. I don't know if I should call you. I don't know what to do because I'm afraid Sonny might see. So then she starts going in about how, she hates him working with Sonny and everything. And and he's just like, well, because she knows he got shot. And so because of that, she's just like, what's going on with, how did this happen? So he starts telling her the story about how they went to the pier and how they were under fire. And she said, Sonny, and he was like, Sonny had to get out. And she was, because Frank had the door, Tony or Frank had the door. And she was like, he left you? And he was like, well, the target was him. She said, so when Sonny left, you would think that the coast would be clear, but it wasn't. So, but Sonny came back for me. And she said, wait a minute, because you're saying this like you admire Sonny. But we've all been thinking that Dex is gonna end up flipping and actually want to start working for Sonny, because sir, you've been doing all this illegal stuff right along with him. Dex definitely about to cheat on Joss with Christina. I see a lot of people say that. No, shut up, David. No, I did not. Because she would not be out of here if I locked her in the room. But listen, I just wanted to do a video in peace, and here she goes. And I promise you, as soon as I'm done with the video, she'll be like, all right, Mom, see you. So Dex gave Joss a key. You know what? How did she get into the apartment? He must have given her a key. He must have. I guess so, Nakisha. I hope Nina, Sonny don't end. I just got used to them as a couple. Yeah, I like them together as well. Josh needs to go home. Stop stalking this man. She is always popping up on him, and The Heavenly says, I said that same thing, that crazy Nina and Sonny are going to end. We shall see, y'all. Okay, so she's there. So she's like, you almost sound like you admire Sonny, but we were kind of thinking that he would at some point start to have, start to want to work for Sonny and enjoy being around him. And it seems like they're kind of turning it towards that, which I don't know where that would leave him with Michael, because this whole thing, because Michael wanted to get out earlier, and every time Michael wants to get out, Dex is like, no, 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 we need to take him down. We need to take him down. So where does this leave it now? I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. So then we go over here to Robert, Ashby, and Diane. Robert is telling Ashby, you got to convince Victor that, that this is real, and everything, and that you got to help us set this up, because they're trying to set Victor up to take him down. And so Diane comes in and she says, oh, am I interrupting? I can always come back, but I really need to speak to you, Robert. This will make your day. And he was like, no, 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 it's fine. Ashby, she's just leaving. So she ends up leaving. Let me get in the comments for a second. Isn't Joss pre-med? She got a lot of time on her hands. Yeah, she is. She did switch her major up. Bye, Michael. Hello, Sonny. This is the Heather Weber show, right? Yes, yes, yes. This is the one. Well, she's not actually hasn't been on. She went back to the other prison, but she sent a note to Esme. I would love for them to keep going with Heather Weber, though. And Freddie says, it's funny how Jocelyn and Michael don't want nothing to do with Sonny, but when they're in trouble, they use Sonny's resources. If y'all hate that man that much, don't use his people, point blank, period. I've been saying that as well, Freddie. Like, if you don't like Sonny, because clearly Jocelyn does not like Sonny at all, and Michael is mad at him, but he'll get over it at some point. Well, it felt like he was going to get over it at some point. Now I don't understand. But yeah, why use his resources if you don't want anything to do with him? Like, completely cut the ties with him, but they stay using Diane. I hate this Esme storyline. How is the devil going free because she had a baby? Exactly. Okay, so Diane is telling Robert, excuse me, she's telling Robert, okay, we want to drop the charges against Esme. And he said, what? And he said, I got an airtight case against her. And she said, yeah, but right now Esme is coming off as sympathetic. She's coming off as someone who the jury could relate to. She's a single mom. She's been through a lot. She was been in prison in a tower. She's every Cinderella princess you want to talk about. She's that, she's Rapunzel, she's Snow White, etc., etc. And she was like, she could get a lot of sympathy and empathy with the jury if right now we let her go free. And sorry, I am late. No worries, Janet. And so glad thank you so much. So she could get a lot of sympathy if she goes free. And so they're like, should we, we want to just drop the charges? And he was like, I respect Trina, but she don't get to make a say in this. She doesn't get to have to say in this. And she said, well, Spencer doesn't want his brother in prison. He said, I don't care about Spencer. And she said, but he was like, what about the victims, like Jocelyn as well as Cameron? And she was like, they all agree that she should go ahead and go free. No, she didn't die. That's the one we're talking about now, Esme. She still has memory loss. So she's like, so we want Esme to go ahead and go free, because then the baby won't be in prison. And then if she slips up any type of way and we see that she has her memory back, we could put her on trial then as the evil, conniving, vicious Esme. But right now, if you put this young lady on trial, she would get off. Right? And I know this isn't Deep Dive Wednesday, but I was thinking about that, right? And I don't know why it bothered me yesterday when Esme was talking to Trina, and she told Trina, it's not fair to me and it's not fair to Ace that I be convicted or tried for something that I don't remember. How is that fair to us? I'm like, girl, I don't know. That sat with me wrong, because I was like, last summer we saw Trina lose her scholar, like not scholarship, but she lost. The college was trying to kick her out. She had to stop working for Ava, one because of the hook killer, but she, Ava was in her corner and everything, but she had a lot of stuff going on. She had to get booked and in jail and everything. She had a lot of stuff going on. She had to go on trial. She thought she was going to prison, but for some reason, this pretty brown skinned girl, y'all, even though she was completely innocent, it wasn't in her character at all. Y'all, they wrote the soap where, oh, she's almost going to prison. We can't even fathom it, even though she's innocent. They're gonna find her guilty. But Esme, the thought of her, just because, oh, she's a single mom now, and she was in prison and had all this bad stuff done to her, but they'll find her innocent. And I was like, this storyline is not sitting well with me. I don't know if I'm being too sensitive about it or what. Let me see what are y'all saying. Do you think Drew and Carly are going to jail? No, I don't think so. I think it'll be a threat. It'll be a possibility, but I mean, it's a storyline for them. One I don't particularly care about, but it's a storyline for them. King Cash says Sonny ain't cared about who his kids dated since Christina and Johnny pretended to date Joss and Dex are dramatic. That is true, because even when Spencer told him about it yesterday, he was just like, okay. I'm sorry, Haliquita, everyone. I think it didn't finish. Not her, the other. Oh, Willow. I'm sorry, David. Willow. Yeah, she's still alive. She's going to get her transplant and everything. What is Martin doing? Esme should have been beat this case. It really pissed me off how she could have killed Trina with that drug. Yeah, she gave Trina that drug. She tried to kill Oz. Exactly. Just because Esme doesn't remember doesn't mean she didn't do it. Trina could have died from the drugs. Esme needs to pay. Thank you, Lanikia. Get the brown girl. I like the old Trina. She was tough. This Trina is soft. Both good actresses, though. You know what? I didn't like the old Trina. I didn't like the old Trina, and I like the new one. So see, everyone can have a different opinion about it. But yeah, I know a lot of people love that the young lady who played Trina, but she went off to college, and I think this young lady has stepped in and did a good job. I agree with you. They're both really great actresses. I think the teens plan to trip Esme up is going to backfire. I think so too. I like because Esme, she was far above anything that they had. And even with Esme trying to imply, like, how do we know it wasn't my dad that was influencing me? I said, wait a minute, because I was liking Esme as, I was like, oh, she doesn't have her memory. And I was liking Esme. But when she was sitting there talking to Trina, I was like, this isn't sitting right with my spirit. For some reason, I don't like this. Trina lost everything. Exactly. Like she wasn't going to be in college. Jocelyn was making plans for the next semester, and Trina was like, I can't make these plans. I don't know if I'm gonna be in jail or not. Luckily Rory was there to be nice to her. But I don't know. So when they said, okay, Robert didn't want to do it at first, but he goes ahead and agrees to it because she was like, all of the kids are on board with this, so they want to make it work, because when you catch Esme, they really want her to be placed in jail. With or without her memory, Esme is just as evil as ever. Yeah, I don't know, because I felt like, even if she doesn't have her memory, the fact that she felt like, oh, I shouldn't have to pay for this. We don't know if she was almost coming off as the old Esme. That's, I guess, one of the reasons that I didn't like it as well. But they're gonna go ahead and drop the charges on her for right now. Esme is getting her memory back because the old scheming Esme is popping up. I think so as well, because that sounded like old Esme when she was talking to Trina. All right, so then we go over here to Victor, who is in the hospital. Now, Holly. So Victor is in the hospital because he's trying to find out what can y'all do to help me. Um, Esme has amnesia, not me. I remember exactly, Sandy. So he's like, "What can y'all do to help me?" And they say, "Okay, we're gonna get you some pills. Like, we're gonna give you some medication. It might not work, but I'll go get it for you." So I guess Victor doesn't even have to, because he said it's embarrassing. So he doesn't even have. And then Victor went in this whole spiel about, I need to protect my family. I can't be worried about stuff like this when I have to protect my family right now. It's falling apart. Yes, it is. And so he was like, the man said, "I'll go and get you your pills so you won't have to be embarrassed and have to worry about, people seeing you getting this medicine." She right here at my knee. she's right she's right here at my knee. She came out the first few minutes into the video. So then we see Ashby comes up because she had hit Victor up. And so she comes in the room and he's like, "Girl, what are you doing coming into the room with me when you know that there's cameras around, there's people around, anyone can see us?" And she says, "Oh, I have business in the hospital all the time." But she ends up giving him this phone because he wanted information on the necklace and any information she could give him. And so she ends up giving him a phone, and he sees that the princess, the ice princess, diamond prince, the necklace is still, Robert has it. And so he's like, "Oh, so that means you can get it." She said, "Yeah, it's in lockup in evidence at the PCPD, and you could have one of your men go in and get it." He said, "No, girl, I need you to go in and get it," because she's pretending like, "I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want any part of this." But this, of course, we know she's setting him up. And he was like, "No, I need you to go in and get it." And she was like, "What? I thought I was going to be done." And, he's like, "I tell you when you're done, and you're not done yet." Poor Victor can't stand up anymore. Okay, Sandy. I don't feel bad for Victor. I was like, well, that's what you get. If they're not going to be able to take you down, at least they got you down one way or another one. So Victor is just like, you're going to keep working for me. And so she's like, fine. And so then she goes back to Robert and she tells him that Victor fell for it and everything. And she's just ready for this to be over. She's ready for all of this to be over. She doesn't want any parts of this because, one, I don't think so. I don't think he's coming back to Days. I think he's going to be on GH. If he does, he'll probably do a cameo, kind of like he did on Beyond Salem, kind of like that. But I don't think he'll be coming back anytime soon. I would be surprised if he did. So Victor is just, Robert just tells her, we're putting the plan into place, so let's go to part 2 of the plan. So then we see Laura, Lucy, and Valentine, right? And Lucy is up in this house going crazy. She's working Valentine's nerves. She wants to be a part of the nurses' ball. And I said, I can't see a nurses' ball without Lucy. So she wants to be a part of this nurses' ball. And she's like, it can't go on without me. And Laura comes in and she's like, well, they already have sponsors. And she was like, the Quartermains and Aurora, that's part of the Quartermains. They were going to donate and sponsor anyways. Like, it takes a lot of persistence to deal with these people because she normally does all of this. And they were like, well, Maxie's got it, it's fine, just chill out. But Lucy is like, I have to be there. I want to be a part of this, and I could be a part of this if I had never got involved with you guys. And so she's like, I could be a part of this. Lucy is exasperating. We knew this crazy Lucy was gonna mess everything up. Exactly. I know, y'all. I know. So she's like, I want to be a part of this too. So Laura was just like, listen, girl, here, I got a surprise for you. So she gives her this letter from Martin, and Lucy's like, okay, cool. Let me go and run my bubble bath, and I'm gonna go and read this letter with my wine, and I'm gonna be up in here for a long time. And they said, okay. What Esme told Trina is what Martin told her. Yeah, it is what Martin told her as well, but I feel like I don't know. It was just old Esme a little bit too coming back out as well. I guess I'm just like, y'all were so quick to be like, oh, Trina's innocent, but no way they're gonna find her guilty. And with Esme, no, 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 she would definitely be found innocent. I don't know. So of course the charges have to be dropped, but y'all went all the way with Trina until the very like the last minute. So then we see Martin and Laura talk, and she asks him, "Do you want me to bring Charlotte? Because how are you really doing?" He said Lucy is driving him crazy. But she says, "So Howard, do you want me to bring Charlotte?" He tells her no because that would just make it worse, and it's too dangerous. He doesn't want Victor to catch on. If he thinks he's dead, he doesn't want him to catch on and everything. So just leave it at that. And she was like, okay. And she says, but I can tell you that it's starting to get to Victor because, she tells him about, he's not able to perform anymore because of medical conditions. He's starting to really lose it. Nicholas is missing. Spencer is over at Sonny's. All the, he thinks Valentine is dead. So she was like, all these different things are happening to him. And so we're really starting to turn the screws to Victor. And I said, well, y'all can't do it fast enough because it feels like y'all been trying to go after Victor forever. So then we see Victor gets on the phone with someone and he asks them about Holly. And I said, I thought Holly, well, I missed a few episodes. So I was like, I thought Holly escaped. And baby, Victor is at, I think it's the Metro Court. But anyways, he's out. And here comes Lucy. I said, Mama, what are you doing? Why? Why? And she's not even disguised good. Like, she's not even dressed in a good enough disguise. I said, Lucy, why? What is we told? Why should she go to the hotel? She knows Victor is there. Exactly. This devoted mother routine of Esme is already getting old. It sounds more sinister with Esme saying because we know she was out to hurt Trina. What with Esme saying because we know she was out to hurt Trina. She definitely was. She definitely was out to hurt Trina and everything. I swear, I just think Esme is starting to get her memory back. I think at some point we'll realize that she has her memory back, and she's gonna end up slipping up. Plus, I don't know. I just don't like the fact that it's she. Let's get her out of. Let's not press charges on her and just let her be free and everything. Like just nothing. She can't be accountable for what she did just because she has no memory. You still did those things, memory or not. And that's all I got for y'all today. The end of the episode was Lucy coming out of the elevator to the hotel. It's like, girl, what are you doing? Who are you trying to meet with? Who are you trying to see? And how did they not know she escaped? Like, y'all should have some kind of security on that house, but I don't know. That's all, y'all. Let's see. So, are they still doing the hook killer thing, or is it over? I guess it's over. Heather Weber turned out to be the hook killer. So I guess it's over from that part. They're just done with it for now. At least for now, it looks like they're like, she was a hook killer. She's back in prison, and that's it. But yeah, that's all I have for you today as far as what happened on the soaps. A few things that I don't know. The whole Victor storyline feels like it's just dragging a little bit. I do like the team, so I do want to see what's going to happen with Esme. But she's way too smart to. I don't think they're going to catch her like they think they are. She's way too smart because she was running circles around them last time, and now she has a baby that she loves to protect. So I don't know if I think she'll ever really pay for what she did to Jocelyn, Cam, and as well as Trina, and what she tried to do to Oz. I don't think she's ever going to pay for that. But we'll have to see. And then the whole thing with Lucy, like, girl, what and how? Because Victor's gonna find out what's going on, and this is gonna mess everything up. So I don't know. And then with Sonny, Nina, and Carly, Nina has to decide, like, do you want to be with him or not? Like, if you're going to be with him, you can't be insecure about, how you get him and how you lose him. You can't be that insecure about it. It sounds more sinister with Esme telling Trina that statement because we know old Esme was out to hurt Trina. I was not happy with the Trina. I was not happy with the Trina storyline. I know, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know, but maybe it's just I'm sensitive to it because I'm like, well, y'all were really putting this girl through it, and I wasn't happy with that storyline either, Kiki, when it was happening. I was like, I don't like that, but I don't know. For now to see Esme kind of getting away with everything she did, by them saying, "Oh, she has amnesia." So she can't really pay. I'm like, nope, I don't like that. Thanks for the review, Lanika. I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you so much, Tankisha, for joining. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your weekend. If y'all have not watched, if you have BET Plus and you have not watched The Reading with Monique, you need to watch it. It is so good, y'all. But you have to like a suspense. I know it comes off like into paranormal and those type of things, but it's really more of a suspense movie. So if you watch it, I think you'll enjoy it. Victor needs to stay away from the alcohol, right? Good night, everyone. He needs to stay away from a lot. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining. Be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Goodbye, Mama.